Question time.
Question time, buddy. Let's start with what's written on the back of my hoodie.
What is "Let today be today"?
What does that mean for you?
Right now, I am ever good I've ever been.
Ooh, I like that.
It's the first thing that rose up. It feels, yeah. What's it mean to you?
It means to allow today to be a single serving that's not attached to yesterday or what you want it to be. Like, allow today to unfold in its own way without trying to like wrestle and manipulate it.
That's way more connected.
No,
Yeah.
that's not true. That's just my truth.
Oh, it lines up nicely.
Hey guys, we are on the Stoops, and we're gonna answer your questions. Here we go. I always let Buddy pick the questions because he picks the best questions.
The first one's fantastic.
Why?
It just says.
Oh, I love this.
Why?
I love. Okay, first of all, I was doing this Blair Witch shit last time, and people were complaining, so I'm gonna go wide like this.
Okay.
Why?
Why? We are a point of complete. That's the first thing that comes up for me.
Oh shit.
Why? Why not? What's yours, John? I don't see.
God, I don't know, man. I'm stumped.
You're swimming in it.
Why? I don't know. I like what you said though. All right, that was our warm up.
Let's go Singer Wellness.
Senior Wellness asks, just got your text about solid versus pseudo site. Is there a good way to differentiate? So your pseudo self is your false self. Your solid self is the authentic self. It's a side of you that doesn't exchange your truth for membership. If you guys have seen Fight Club, Brad Pitt is the solid self. Edward Norton is a pseudo self, buying IKEA furniture and shit. Right? So that's kind of how I distinguish it. I also think that if you pull from your solid self enough, that your container, your life space is more safe, and in that space there's growth. If you're pulling from your pseudo self, like I did, you start disappearing like Michael J. Fox when he couldn't get his parents together in Back to the Future.
The solid feels grounded. Solid feels like a rooted situation. Pseudo feels like a flailing in the chaos, sort of. I mean, it obviously is a word that references fake or not real.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you just say? Failing in the chaos?
Flailing in the chaos.
Ooh, I love that. Fuck, that's a t-shirt. All right, next one.
You
There's so
just
many.
hit one at random. Let's go. I am Stoops.
If he wants to do the work, do I help him and give him resources or let him do the research himself? What do you think, buddy?
Well, the first part, yes, is the answer. Why not help him? Let him do the research himself. Maybe you could. I understand what I think I understand what she's asking, which is encouraging him to be self-reliant. But I don't see any reason why you can't help him.
Well, is there a difference?
There's no resentment in you helping him.
Yeah, and I think there's a difference especially with growth, because everyone has their own journey. I love this idea of when you're feeding pigeons. If you chase after them with food, they never come to you. But if you just hold your hand like this, they will come. And I think when you're trying to encourage people to grow and help, resources like this is okay. But if you're chasing after them with books and shit, they're not gonna be open to it, I think. All right, next one.
Yeah. Jesse, Jessica.
My boyfriend has mutual friends, but with his ex, and so sees her sometimes, but was hiding it.
I feel like the first thing that comes up is if you feel like you're a jealous person, maybe he's hiding it to spare you from a jealousy that's not
Protection.
May not even check out.
How do you deal with jealousy, buddy? Because
I just don't entertain it. I can't deny that I was once a jealous man.
Yeah.
I've just abandoned it. I think abandonment gets a bad rap as a word, and it's actually a super valid thing to do. And so I've just abandoned the idea of jealousy. Systemically, do things rise up for me? Yes, I'll observe them, let them dissolve, and then keep moving. But I won't hibernate on those thoughts anymore, sit in the holding pattern of them.
Ooh, I love that.
Jacinta. They're right here.
I keep getting paranoid sometimes. I keep getting paranoid something is wrong
because of trust issues
in the past. How to stop this? Trust issues in the past is a big topic.
I think that was just. I feel like the last thing we answered really speaks to it regarding
abandonment.
Abandonment, yeah, and not entertaining it. Paranoid, something is wrong because of trust issues in the past. Yeah, that's the systemic thing. I'd like to defer to my last answer.
I love that. And you know, I've never heard someone use the term abandonment in that way, where, you know, he flips the script and sees it as actually a healthy, positive thing. Because when we think of abandonment, we think of negative, leaving, someone doing something to us, right? But
just sort of camped out at the tar pit, you know, like got your tent pitched over at Tar Pit Beach, and just used to living there. And at a certain point, it's like walk over the sand dune and realize you can abandon that entire scene.
Love it. All right, next one. Ooh, this is a good one. How to let go of the need to control. This is super relatable and common. Buddy, how do you let go of the need to control? I think that might be rooted in letting go of a need to be right. Oh, right. What if it has to do with control with yourself, with your own life, not so much controlling other people? How do you let go of the need to control your own stuff?
There's two things coming up for me. It's meditation and a defensive thing that says there will be people who find that answer to be a cop-out, but I do find it to be a process, not an event. And so I know that control is a reactionary thing for me, and the way to come out of habit patterns and blind reactions is meditation for me, a very specific kind called Vipassana. I love what Buddy just said. Control is, what did you just say? Control is what? Because I made a note of it, but then I forgot what you just said. Control is what? How to let go of the need for control is feels to me rooted in a need to let go of a need to be right. Ooh, I like that too. You said something that just hit me, man, like neon. You said control is something, and I've never heard of it that way. I like being hit by neon. I like that line. Dibs. Boom, right in the furrows. But the need to be right, I love that too. I think a lot of times we control because we don't want to be wrong. If we let go, or in Buddy's words, abandon the need to be right, then the byproduct of that is probably controlling people less. Yeah, there's a point of connection in everything, and those two feel really close together. Also, controlling is exhausting. It is. It's fucking exhausting. It's real fucking exhausting. Yeah. Micromanaging, and then all the micros come in that family, microaggressions. How do I know when I'm ready to date? I get a lot of people asking this question. Really? Yeah. I don't know about the word ready. I don't like, it's very loaded. When you're ready to date, like things are all lined up and then you're able to go. Or what do you think? That's one of those that I don't feel like over intellectualizing. When you're ready, you're ready. Just start putting yourself out there. How do you know when you're not ready? When you're still holding on to you know, if you have to, when you're not ready, boy, I can only answer from a 2020 looking, what's the looking back, 2020. Hindsight is 2020. Yes, yeah. I can only answer in those terms. I know that when I came out of my last relationship, I was not ready to date again. And it's been 5 years actually. I mean, I've dated a couple times, but there was a lot of work to be done. Reading the book on attachment theory. Yeah. I have friends who are in SLA, Sex and Love, Addicts Anonymous. Yep. And I really learned a lot from listening to them and even the worksheets they go through. But it's only in hindsight that I've realized, I had a lot of work to do and I wouldn't have been ready. And you know, I didn't come out till later in life as a gay man, so I missed a lot of relationship 101, the high school relationships, the college relationships, and so there was a lot of work to be done. And looking back, I wasn't ready, or you could look at it as I was ready for all that hardcore learning. Right. We're gonna go to your questions who are live instead of the ones that are asked, just as we have a few more minutes here. And here's a cute fluffy dog. We got a friend working. Hi. Oh my God, this is a great dog. Hey, someone says, is that Bruce Willis? That's a compliment, and they're not talking about me. It is, because I usually get John Malkovich at this point. Yeah, and I 45. With Deuce? Dugan, you're incredible. You're a beast, a big loving beast. All right, here we go. Have a good day. Hey, how do I let go of a family member, my sister who I adore,
who ignores me, and I try to talk to her out of my feelings. She shuts me out. So this whole thing with family, families are sticky. Buddy knows this, I know this. How do we let go or draw healthy boundaries with family members?
It's so serendipitous. I'm watching a great friend go through this exact thing right now, and as her friend, I just want to fix everything. The answer to this one for me is I don't know. My friend feels anxious, and her sister is avoidant, and it is hard to watch those two things. And I think not trying to wait for her. I think you being presumably a little anxious. I think it's okay to wait for her. And if she never comes back around, I think that speaks volumes to your own well-being.
Yeah. All right, one more question, because there's helicopters and shit.
Is that connected? That feel? There's so much I want to say there.
Yeah, I like Los Angeles laser right up too.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
I like this idea of letting go of someone, because it's not aggressive, and when it comes to family, sometimes drawing boundaries means to let go of that person.
And it sounds like you've made your love clear, and the best you can do at this point is to wait for her. You're doing all right.
Thank you. When are you ready to forgive and let go and not let the past fear hinder you?
Forgiveness is the release of all hope for a better past.
Forgiveness is the release of all hope for a better past. Let's end on that, because I think it's so powerful. Guys, Buddy and I, every Monday before we sweat, sit on random stoops. He calls them stoops. Stoops.
What else would you call them?
I don't know. They're called stoops, I guess. And so answering your questions. So we will see you next Monday.
Bye, guys.
Buddy, where can they follow you?
BuddyWakefield.com or Buddy Wakefield anything on Twitter, Instagram,
awesome.
Facebook.
All right, guys, be well.